1029 The Hog with Borna and Mandy. And we're calling this, again, Mandy, the 411 on 414 Day.
That's right.
And who better to have in than the mayor of the great city of Milwaukee, Mr. Cavalier Johnson.
Woo!
Mr. Mayor, good to see you.
Nice to see y'all again. Thanks for having us in.
Can we call you a personal friend? Because this is your third time coming into the show in the last year or so.
That is safe to say.
All right.
we
You
can.
heard it.
You heard it. Once you get to the 3 times on the
Right.
show, that's you're in the club. Then
Especially
that's good.
since every time I come, you guys feed me stuff, so I really like that.
Yeah,
Well,
Mandy
we
took
want
care
to
of the
keep you
snacks.
coming back. So welcome and stay around.
Thank you.
So let's talk about 414. First of all, it's exciting. Congratulations on your reelection.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was really stoked about the election and 82% of the vote. So
Yeah,
a
crushed
Yeah.
it.
huge vote of confidence from the people of Milwaukee, and I'm really appreciative.
Are you finally relieved that you don't have to run for an election again? Because it seems like it was special election, primary, real election. You're like, okay, I can step back and actually do some work now.
Yeah, I was talking to my wife and some others. It feels like since 2019, I've been running for
Right.
something. It's like every 2 years, I'm up for some election, whether it was running for the Common Council in 2020, Council President also in 2020, special election for mayor in 2022, then the full term for mayor in 2024. So every 2 years, I'm up, it seems like.
Do you get free ride to Luxembourg since Barrett is there now and as his predecessor? Is he like, yeah, come on over and visit. I'll show you around.
I've not been there yet,
Okay.
or I don't know if I will be there by the time he leaves the post, but I'm sure he'd be kind enough to host me if I ever showed up at his doorstep.
Sure.
You
think so.
Show up to Luxembourg with no plans. Hey, I'm here.
I know a guy who lives here.
Right?
yeah, exactly right. So what's like? I know we ask you this all the time, but I think this is people that are interested. What's a typical day like for you in this city? Are you ever actually in your office at City Hall, or are you always out around doing media responsibilities or other responsibilities? How often are you? You're on the move like all day, I imagine.
And can you
right?
start your day from the beginning? Because I have a vision that you just wake up and your assistant is beside you. Good morning, Mayor. Now you're in the shower.
And you
Here's
just,
your
like, step into
coffee.
a
Here's your
suit
thing.
and
And
that's
you're
it? Yeah.
constantly like walking and someone is beside you, like telling you where to need or like handing you papers to sign. Or that's what I envision in my head your day is like.
That's a fun version, maybe.
Okay,
I wish it was kind of like that. Maybe I don't. But the day starts in the 5 o'clock hour or so. I get up.
That already sounds terrible.
Yeah. I've got 3 kids, and so I've got a 13-year-old son named Oliver and 5 or 6-year-old. They would kill me if I said 5. They're 6-year-old twin daughters named Madison and Bella. And my wife and I, Dominique, we get them ready for school. I feed them breakfast. She gets them dressed. One of us will pack them lunch if they have, hot lunch or cold lunch that day, rather. I make their breakfast. We get in the car. They'll go with me in the security detail car. I drop them off to school. Then by the time I step back in the car from dropping the girls off, I immediately get on the phone with my chief of staff for a morning update. So about 7:30, 7:45 nearing that time, we're gone. We're usually on the phone until I get into the office in City Hall. Then we continue to chat, and then it's just boom, just meetings, and a lot of stuff out in the community. No 2 days are the same. It's a lot of give and take and up and down and left and right. It's a lot of running around.
The community stuff sounds fun. Those meetings sound terrible. I hate a meeting. I hate a meeting. Whenever they're like, hey, do you want to be a part of this meeting? I'm like, do I have to? Because no. That's awful.
Seems like a lot of talking and like I need time to actually do the job.
I'm going to get out and go do the things. Thank you.
Yeah, we're not in the office a terrible amount because I spend so much time out in the community, out at schools, out at community events, doing things like this, media appearances. When I am in City Hall, yes, I do spend time behind the desk. Not a ton. If I am in City Hall, many times I'm on a different floor doing one of our departmental oversight meetings for the various city departments.
What can you do in the actual mayor's office? What can you do? How much can you change to make it your own? I'm sure you can put your own pictures and stuff. Can you decorate it? Can you repaint it if you want? If,
I want polka dots on this wall.
Or
I'm the mayor.
Flooring.
Do it.
I don't know what kind of flooring's in there. Like, I want to do this now. How much can you make it your own personal taste?
Well, you guys should probably come down and check it out.
Love to.
We should. We're waiting for the official invite.
Yeah. Consider yourselves invited.
I say next time. You've been gracious to come to see us 3 times. We'll come to your office if that's good, and we can do this from your office.
Well, as long as you guys still bring the cookies.
That's happening. That's happening.
Yeah.
You can count on it.
Yeah, I can certainly hang whatever pictures and stuff like that I want in the office. So we have a lot of stuff like that, on the walls. The walls are wood paneling. So it's from like
old building,
a generation gone by, or
Loved
several
wood
generations
paneling.
gone by. But that's what it is. So there's no mayor since that paneling has gone up has like painted the walls or made that sort of change. We'll see what happens. Maybe there's a possibility to do that, but I haven't ventured to go that far. I've just been focused on doing the job these past 2 years. I haven't even thought about it. I got pictures of my family now. That's the most change that we've seen in the office.
We've got it at least now for the next 4 years. We know that for sure.
Yes.
So you're good there.
I still find it fascinating how you're the one getting up and cooking breakfast for the kids and doing all of that stuff. I still envision that you have a handler at home that's like, I'm making your breakfast. You know what I mean?
Well, yes, I do know what you mean. And I think a lot of people think that too.
Right? And you're like, no, I full-time do the dad thing. I full-time do the husband thing. I full-time do the mayor thing. I full-time do the whatever else that you're doing.
Candidate for office thing. Like, you got to do all those things all at once. And none of them.
That's crazy.
None of them slow down. But a lot of people think that. I think when people see me as an executive in government, they think that I've got all the trappings of the president. And that's not how this goes.
Right.
Your helicopter is not in our yard right now?
There's no helicopter. There's no plane. I mean, there's a security detail car that takes me, but it's not a presidential limousine or anything like that. It's like it's not the same.
It's a little bit different.
The two people that I give a lot of credit to keep me where I'm going at the office, it's Olivia Freckman, who's my scheduler, and then at home, Dominique, my wife, she's the one that keeps me going there. I say to folks when I'm at home, I'm not in charge. I'm not the mayor. Like Dominique is in charge of the house. I fully admit that.
Yeah.
We'll have more with Mayor Cavalier Johnson next as our 414 celebration continues. 102.9 The Hog.